It's like a La Costa Nostra. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about nothing. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody holding everything to their chest and nobody wants to say nothing. And you can't move forward like that if you continue to hold on to these things, you know?
So I learned that at an early age, man. I remember I was 14 years old and my father was drunk as hell and he was trying to whoop me or something. Like I used to get my ass beat, dog. Like I still got marks on my body from my father, my grandmother, like with extension cord, wet out the tub.
That
Like
shit
I
was
used to,
cool at one point for them until I outgrew it. And
yeah,
I think the realization was that he might actually start lashing back out. We should probably chill the fuck out.
bro. I remember I was 14 and he tried, and I threw a lamp at his ass, and he just left out the house. Like he just left, disappeared, and like I didn't feel bad. It was like I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel anything. Like I was like, if I was like, if he was close enough, I would have put hands on him. Like we would have just been boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like I said, I was little, so he beat my ass. But at that age, to just go toe to toe with him, and like I said, he was drunk, bro. Like he was drunk as hell, and just trying to raise hell for no reason. And I'm like, dude.
Do
And
you think that could have been some trauma in his life that he dealt
without
with?
question, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, when I say this, all right, I don't know where the hell my last name came from, right? So my father has, it's nine of them. Nine of them. He's the only one with the name Harden. Only one.
Really?
Yeah, and when I asked them, don't nobody seem to understand that I really want to know where my name came from. So y'all need to tell me my father not here, and when he was here, he act like he don't know, don't want to have a conversation. So damn, like it's just weird, man. Like his father's last name is Davis, bro.
So where does the Harden tie in?
To my understanding, back in the day, if a woman, my father's the oldest, if a woman got pregnant by a man and they were not married, then you take shit, I don't know, man. You take like your mother's maiden name. I think it was your mother's maiden name or something like that. Because they weren't even together, my grandparents. So my father's father and my father's mother were not together. They had my father. My grandmother's last name was, it wasn't Riley because that's her married last name. Edwards.
Okay.
It was Edwards. So I think what happened was she married someone, then got a divorce, then got knocked up, and her last name was her ex-husband's last name. So she's not going to give my father that last name because she's not even with this man. Like it's just weird, man, and no one seems to explain it. But I'm trying to like put pieces together of a puzzle, and I'm like, I shouldn't have to do all that, like
That's a crazy situation.
hella crazy, bro, hella crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, just going back to Pops, man. So, he walked out after I threw the lamp at him, and I probably didn't speak to him for a while, man. Like some months or some maybe a year or so. Like that was it. Like I'm like, dude, you can't come in here drunk as a skunk, think you just about to chastise me, and I ain't do nothing because I ain't, like wash a dish or something just ridiculous, bro. Like that shit is a wrap.
Yeah.
And at that point, our relationship absolutely changed. And it's weird, man, because that like we started getting really close. Like we got closer.
Mm.
It's like after he saw me as, I don't know, man, definitely not an equal, but I don't know.
Talk to me about this part. When you graduated from college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he thank you or tell you that he was ever proud of you?
Oh man, he really always did that.
Okay.
Like, he always did that. But as an adult, like between that 18 and up, type of shit, that's when I got that. As a kid, bro, and I tell people this, and they like their jaws drop, man. My father used to be like I'm even struggling saying this shit, dog, because like I would never say this to my son or my child, like a pussy or a fag, like saying shit like that to your son, bro.
Okay.
And I was a boy, like I was a boy's boy. I'm not around here switching or hold my hand and none of that. So for you to, but looking back, I'm like, he was ignorant because his mom was ignorant, like my grandmother was, and like it.
But again, I think part of that is that old slave mentality, right? Like they just started trying to ingrain that into their own kids instead of using logic and resolutions or things to make sure that their kids are okay. They yell these obscenities and they beat the kids to try to put them in line and form them in the correct manner. Now.